think it shows that we're gonna play on both ends of the floor. You know, we're gonna defend you as hard as we can, but we're also gonna attack you offensively and try to score. And I felt like in Morris, at the 11th pick, we got the best player that could do both. That she could run the floor, she could defend, and she could score. Well, we kind of had an eye on from Mississippi State all year long too, because of her tremendous athleticism, her ability again to run the floor, SEC Defensive Player of the Year. But so she fits right into our scheme. And then I thought Joy Cheek at Duke had a great season. You know, she's their 4 player. She can go inside. She's what many call a traditional small post, but she's really tough from the 3-point line, going post up. So and smart. So we really like her picks. Well, I have to be real honest with you, it's going to be awfully hard to make a team. You know, with 11-player roster and then Sacramento contracting and being a dispersal draft, it's probably going to be the toughest time ever in the history of WNBA to make a count. But, you know, we feel like Morris has a legitimate shot. You know, you never know. Second and third round picks have been known to surprise you. So we think it's going to be a great battle. We're really looking forward to the start of the season. Well, it gives you a lower pick to the draft, you know. So, you know, the good news is you won and you had great crowds at the end, but then you know that you're not going to be able to pick in the top 5 or 6 like we were last year. Certainly this time last year, there's no way Brianne January is going to fall to 11. So we were very fortunate to get her. I think the excitement that went from winning and, you know, everybody looking forward to the next season. I know our players are, and I know our everybody that works here in the building, you know, we're excited about this upcoming season. You know, it's be nice to always be planning for the future, but you know, in our situation with the WNBA, you know, we want to win, and we want to win now. You know, if we'd had an opportunity to take a real young post that we thought had a big future ahead of her in the WNBA, we probably would have gone in that direction. But at the 11th pick, or at the I think the pick was the 23rd pick, we didn't see anybody like that. So then we went just for the best player available. And so just focus on what we're doing right now. Morris, Lamanu, both have the potential, you know, to be really good wings in this, you know, in this league. So, you know, as Katie and Ketch and Tammy, you know, get older, and of course, you know, this is probably Tully's last year. We know sometime in the future we're going to have to, you know, restock our talent. But right now we're focusing on the 2010 season. I think there have been a lot of probably questions about, well, you know, what free agents you're going to pick up, and I think everybody needs to remember that the salary cap was lowered, so that's put everybody in a tough situation. We came within a bucket or two of winning a championship, so you know, you don't want to tinker too much with what was pretty successful. And then a couple of the free agents that we might have been interested in, we really couldn't get in that race because of the salary cap issues that we have. So, you know, we picked up 3 pretty good players in Davenport Moore and Shea Murphy after training camp last year. So, you know, we know that there's other ways to get better versus the draft and versus you know, the free agent period before. But we also like what we have. We like what we did. You know, we had great team chemistry. We really don't want to tinker with something like that. I've seen teams in the past say, okay, we almost won it. We got to blow up this team and start over. And we don't think that's true. You know, we'd like to give this group another run for the money. One of the things that, I mean, we want to be quicker. I mean, I think one of the things that you saw in the, you know, with Bonner off the bench and with Cappy Pondek, I mean, the Phoenix really had a great team speed. And so that was one area. We wanted to if we were going to replace Tamika Dixon, you know, who's our 6th man? Is it Shea Murphy? Is it Janae Morris? Is it Lamanu? Speed, quickness, ability to defend, ability to really run the floor. So we zeroed in on that spot, and I think we are. I think today we are a quicker team than we were when we ended the season. we weren't sure. I mean, we knew that there were a pool of wings that with the green and Hightower and Steve. There was a pool of wings there, and nobody was really sure where they would go. And we just felt like of all the wings that we had available at the 11th pick, she was the best combination of the great speed, the strength, the athleticism, and the ability to score. She may be a little surprised that she went that high because she didn't come from one of the power conferences. I think a lot of people forget that she originally signed with Cal Berkeley and then later transferred to San Diego State, and she was a highly recruited athlete, and she's earned the right, I think, to be a first-round pick. It's wonderful. You can't go wrong when you've got those type of players around her as well as those type of people. And the good news is Janae gets it. She's coming from a program and a coach where when you practice at the highest level. When you compete at the highest level. And that's one of the things that we've tried to do, bring in players that fit our core values. And so Ketch and Katie and Tully and Bree, they're going to love her. And she's going to love them. Play hard or don't play. Work hard or don't, there's certain things. This is our identity. This is who we are. We're going to defend. We're going to rebound. We're going to play hard. We're going to practice hard. We're going to support and help each other. All those kind of things. We're going to be unselfish. Just your foundation of this is who we are. Tremendous work ethic, work hard every day, get better, take responsibility, be accountable. You know what core values are. Come on. One of the things when I became the head coach here, it was really important to me to say, okay, this is the foundation of this franchise from my perspective. This is who we are. This is how we will practice. This is how we will play. And if that's going to be then you have to bring in people with those same core values. And if they don't fit, then they can't be here. I mean, that's just my opinion. It doesn't work. The puzzle doesn't fit together. I believe in that. And talent's not enough. It's just not. I think looking at who we picked shows that we're trying to do that. I mean, we want to be an up-tempo, running, pushing team. When we added Breanne January, and as she continued to grow through the season and play minutes and then through the playoffs, I mean, we progressed more and more to the type team that we wanted to be, where we could push the ball, attack and transition, score early. And I think we've made great progress from the beginning of last season through the finals as to the type identity offensively that we want to have. And I think Breanne's mentality, the type point guard that she is, now adding Janae, the type wing that she is, and she is a combo wing. She can play the 2 or the 3. Just sends that message that that's how we want to be offensively, but at the same time, we're still going to defend.